Welcome to this polity lecture series. In this lecture, we will take inner line permit. So, how is this different from your visas, and how the domestic people are restricted to enter into a particular areas, and why is this imposed by the central government? So, recently in the year 2019, central government has gifted this inner line permit to the Manipur. So, we will see all those aspects regarding the inline permit with this lecture. Before moving ahead to this lecture, I will request you to please go through this lecture till the end so that you will have a complete picture of this topic. Further, I will request you to please subscribe this channel. This is a new channel, so I really need your support. So, inner line permit. If we see, total 4 states have been given as a inner line permit. So Arunachal Pradesh has received, full Arunachal Pradesh has received a restricted area, that Nagaland, Manipur and your Mizoram. Okay, so what exactly is this inner line permit? Inner line permit is given to the is given to the particular region, particular state, to restrict the domestic people entering into that region. Why? To protect the regional culture of the tribes living there. So there are various reasons for implementations of the ILP, but the basic reason is to protect the areas, that the tribal areas, or the to protect their cultures and all. It is used to be imposed so that restriction can happen, so that the outsiders means what? Your domestic people, the people of India, the people of other states will not be able to enter into that state without any getting any special permission. Okay, and the special permission will be given under this ILP, which will have a certain time period. Okay, and time period will be given. After that expiry of the time period, if you are staying into that region, you will be arrested, or you have to explain the reason behind it living into that region after the expiry of your ILP, that is the time period of that region. It means what? You are living illegally into that region. It is similarly to your visa. Like if your visa has been expired in a particular country and you are staying after that, also you will be illegal at that breaking of the laws will be imposed on you. There can be two things can happen: either you will be put in jail, or you will be deported to your country. Okay, so it is similar to the visas, and also visas are required for the foreign people, but the that ILP is required for the domestic people. Okay, so ILP is an official travel document issued by the government, central government, to allow inward travel of the Indian citizen to a protected area for a limited period. So it can be of 1 month, it can be of 2 months. So if you have a particular period, if you are staying over that particular period, a fine will be imposed. You can even be arrested, or you have to give the explanation what are the reasons why you have been living to that region even after the particular period that have been allowed to you. Okay, and even after the allowance, there will be a certain area that will be restricted. Even after the getting the ILP, there will be certain area that will be restricted to enter. Okay, that is something called inner line permit system that is given by the central government. The basic idea to give it that to protect the particular area, the tribal areas, the people living into that area from the outsiders. Okay, so it is obligatory for the Indian citizens from outside of that states, like if you are giving for the Mizoram, so outside of that Mizoram to that states, to obtain a permit for entry into that protected state, you have to get permit to enter into Arunachal Pradesh, to Nagaland, to Manipur, to Mizoram, and you have to explain why you are going to that region, what are the reasons behind it, how much time period you want to stay there. After that, they will analyze it, then they will give you a permit to go to that region. So if we see this map, we can see Arunachal Pradesh fully under ILP, similarly Nagaland, similarly Manipur and the Mizoram. So recently it has given to the Manipur. Okay, so Arunachal Pradesh entire state is under ILP, Nagaland entire state under ILP, your Manipur entire state under ILP. Okay, and if we see that Meghalaya, almost entire state covered under 6th schedule except a part of Shillong, that for this Meghalaya, this part, that these are protected under the constitutions of the 6th schedule. Similarly for the Tripura, we can see all those aspects. So these are protected some are the protected regions from as per our constitution 6th schedule as well. So but under the ILP these 4 states are protected, that is your Arunachal Pradesh, your Nagaland, your Manipur and the Mizoram. Okay, so moving ahead, so what are the features of this ILP? There are different kinds of ILPs, one for the tourist and one for the people who intend to stay for a long period. Like we are going from one state to the another state for job as well. So there will be government officials working into that region. Even it may happen private people officials, there may be some private company working there, so private people are working there, so they have to live into that region. So there can be two different kind of ILP permit is given. One is for tourist. As a tourist, if you want to visit that place, then there will be certain time period, it will be given to like 10 days, 15 days or 1 month like that. And other for the people who intend to stay for a long period, often generally they are for the employment purpose. Okay, generally for the employment purpose. So if for employment purpose they need for permit maybe for 6 months, for 12 months like that. Okay, so these are the two kinds of ILP. The ILP is issued under the concerned state government. So it is like issued under the concerned state government. It means that it will be issued under Manipur. Like if it is imposed under Manipur, then the Manipur will be concerned. So ILP will be issued under that Manipur only, by whom central government, and can be availed by both the applying online and in person. So the person who want to visit that Manipur region, he has to get the permission from which state? He has to get the permission from the state government. Okay, from the state government of that region, and he has to explain the reason why he want to visit that place, what is the time period you want to there. Okay, so the document states that the date of travel and the specific, the document, the permit that you will get, it states, it will mention the date of travel and the specific particular areas in which the ILP holder can travel. So the particular areas will also be guided in that permission, to what areas you have been allowed to visit. Okay, if you are a job person also, if you are a working person also, if you are a tourist also, there will be a certain area, the area will be described what area you are going to visit. Okay, so it is illegal for the visitor to overstay the time granted in the permit. So if you are overstaying the reason, it will be considered as an illegal activity. Okay, so what are the objectives of this ILP? As we were starting, in the starting only I have explained that the main objectives of the ILP system is to prevent settlement of the other Indian nationals in that state. So it want what? Prevention from the other Indian people to stay into that region. Why? It means what? It want to protect that state from the outsider. Outsider what? The states, the people of the Indian citizen only, but from the other states. Why? To protect their indigenous population. They have some unique cultures, they have some unique religions, they have unique ceremony and all. So we want to protect that area. It may be like for the tribal people we want to protect that area, or even if the area is unique, it's greenery, what are the reasons behind it? So to protect those aspects, the government used to implement that ILP. Okay, restriction is imposed. So the document also tries to regulate the movement to the certain located near the international border of India. So near the certain areas, due to the certain areas, like if the state is with the connected with the border of the other countries also, international border is there, so that reason can also be given for the implementation of the ILP. So it is also that the objective of this ILP is to protect the state from to protect the regions, for protect the religions, protect the tribal people of that region, plus the protection from the international border as well. Okay, so that's why inner line permit system is used to be imposed. So that is the objective of it. The first time, but it was imposed from the British era only. Now we are copying it. We have changed some, we have made some changes into that ILP. So what is the, how the evolution of this ILP system have taken place? So it is an offshoot of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation. It is what? It is an offshoot of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 87, which was imposed to protect the crown's interest into that area, to do the business related to the tea, oils and elephant trade, elephant tusks and all, to timbers, collect timbers and all. So it was imposed, the inner line permit was imposed by the British to protect the areas for their own interest. Okay, so that was the main demand, like the main interest of the British to implement this ILP, and later we changed it to protect the areas, for protect the people. We moved from city, that, see, in the British era, the British were following right less, duties more. Fundamental rights given to the people will be very less, but the duties of the people will be very high. But when the India got independence, we changed this idea. We have added rights will be more rights will be given to the people, the fundamental rights. All the rights will be given to the people, and the duties will be less. Okay, don't compare these duties as your fundamental duties, because fundamental duties is of a state. With regards to the state have to provide the duties and all. So rights, more fundamental rights is for the citizen. So citizen will have a fundamental right to them. So it is the India when got independence, but it was not in the case for the British era. Okay, so British used this ILP system to get therefore on personal benefit. So to prohibit trade by prohibiting British subjects from entering into their protected areas, to prevent them from establishing any commercial venture that could rival the Crown's agents. So it means what, they do not want to enter other commercial agents into that area, so that they introduce the ILP system, where if a person want to enter that region, they have to take a special permission to enter into that region. Okay, region. So the word British subject was replaced by the citizen of India in 1950. As we, after getting independence, we replaced the word British subjects in the ILP, and we added the citizen of India in 1950 in that ILP regulations. Despite the fact that the ILP was originally created by the British to safeguard their commercial interests, it continues to be used in India officially to protect the tribal cultures in the northeastern India. Okay, and this is the demand of the northeastern people also, to implement this kind of restrictions. They don't want to enter outsider into their states. Okay, so what are the applicable areas in this ILP? Originally, the state of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland and Mizoram had the ILP system, and recently, that is in the 2019, Manipur have been given as a gift from the central government under the ILP. So an ILP is required for the certain parts of the Leh. It is not only for the northeastern part also. For the certain part of Leh, that is in the northern part, if you see in the ignore this drawing. So for this reason, we have imposed that ILP also. It is in the Leh part, Jammu and Kashmir. In the Jammu and Kashmir, where we have this ILP system, that is Nubra Valley, Khardungla, Pangogso, Somoredi. These will come under the ILP system. But point to be noted, the whatever the places that have been mentioned here, that in the Leh district in the Jammu and Kashmir, Nubra Valley, Khardungla, Pangogso, Somoredi, these, for entering of the foreign national into these regions, they required protected area permit, PAP. Okay, so for foreigners to into these ILP zones region, they have to take protected area permit to see those regions. If the foreigners want to visit the places like Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram and the Manipur, they have to take ILP only. Understand that? It means that for the northeastern region, either you will be foreigners or the domestic, you have to take ILP. Okay, ILP permit. And if you are going to the regions like in the Leh, Jammu and Kashmir, Pangong, so Lake and all, this will also come under ILP system. But for this, domestic people have to take permit, ILP permit under the ILP, but the foreigners have to take permit under the protected area permit. Understand the difference? That is, in the northern part, you have to take, foreigners have to take protected area permit, and the domestic people have to take ILP permit. But for the northeastern regions, either you are foreigners or you are domestic people, you have to take that inner line permit. Understand? So what is the conclusion of this inner line permit? So it is often said that the present ILP system is based on the archaic law, that is the historical law, that is the old law of the country. It is from the British era. It was imposed for the benefit of the crowns, British crown, and the state with the ILP have not shown any significant performance as well with regard to the protection of the identity and the property rights of the indigenous people. Because because lots of the illegal migrants have entered into that regions. We failed in protecting that areas. So that's why it is telling that even we have implemented this ILP. This is archaic laws, and that is the old law, that is historical law, that was implemented by the British era only. After this so many years we are following that law only, and the result has not been good into that implementation as well. So apart from that, there seems to be some dilemmas between the market economy, democracy, and the ILP system as well. Why? You are restricting the domestic people in traveling into the regions within the country as well. It means what? It is right to travel it being a snatch. So there are some exception cases that will come under the exception case as well, that is the ILP. So it is against the democracy as well, that you are restricting your own citizen to enter into their own region. It means what? Yes, we have bifurcated, the states are there, but we can't say that Bihar people can't go into the Karnataka zones, can't go in the Kolkata zone, on the West Bengal zone, because we all can travel throughout the country without any permit. So that kind of things are against the idea of democracy. And experts have called the discussion over the implementation of the ILP system invoking all the stakeholders. So they have called for discussions for whoever the stakeholders have been involved into this ILP system. They have called for discussions over it, and we will get another, if there is some changes we will get to know in the current affair, and I will update you too. Okay, so I hope you have understand this lecture. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you have any doubt, if you want any on demand video lecture, please feel free to ping on my Twitter handle. Thank you.